Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Njeru. Now today we have the matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man on board, the man must be looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. But because today we have a man, I will tell you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches, and the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, kindly subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guests will be on my Facebook page at Jenganjeru. We post them on my Facebook page on the stories, and they expire in 24 hours. That's why we ask you to subscribe, enable the notification bell, so that any other time we release a new video, YouTube can automatically notify you. Then you can rush there, pick the contacts, then you will call the guest or contact them at your own convenient time, whether they get expired or not. Now, our guest on today's show has a very similar story to Kyoko. A few months ago, let's say 3 months ago, I brought to you a story of Mr. Kyoko, and congratulations to him because he got a match. A man who did a wedding 20 years down the line, his transformer refused to work. He was coming from Kambani, and I explained how one thing led to another, and they never got a kid. The wife gave up and left, and that is how the marriage was ended in acrimony. So he was here on the show looking for a match because there was no point of waiting for more than 20 years for something that was not going to materialize. Our guest on today's show also happens to come from Ukambani but Makueni County, na wazazi wake wametoka upande wa huku kulikuwa kwa Charity Ngilu, na imekuwa kwa kina Charity Ngilu sio Makueni. Kwa Makueni ni kwao nyumbani, lakini wazazi wametoka kwa Ngilu. Kwa Ngilu kulikuwa wapi? Which county is that? A county in please if you can recall the county in Charity Ngilu ilikuwa governor. Kulikuwa na kuko na Makueni County, kuna Machakos County. Kulikuwa na Makueni ndio kulikuwa kwa Kivuba Kibwana. So kama unakumbuka kwa Charity Ngilu, niambie pale. Kitui, yes, Kitui, nimekumbuka ni Kitui. Wazazi wake wametoka Kitui, lakini yeye amezaliwa upande wa Makueni. And at the age of 56, his story revolves around what happened to Kyoko. And I told you that we keep on learning every day, and some of these things are happening in our societies, and people just turn a blind eye on them, and you cannot tell what is happening. Having come from a very, very, very lucrative background, a background that was able to give him whatever he wanted, including formal education. Ni mtu amesoma kabisa, anaitwa Mwenda amesoma na amesomeshwa hadi chuo kikuu, and the parents were able. Most of the time the parents used to live in Nairobi, na wao ndio walikuwa watu wa kwanza kuishi kutoka kwa kijiji, wanasemekana ni watu wa Nairobi. In fact, he's telling me that his family was in many things. He was first, in many things. First kununua basi, first kununua lorry, first kununua pickup, first kukuja na personal car, first in many things. They had the Datsun car. Walikuwa watu wa kwanza kupata automatic car, mambo mingi sana. And on his wedding day, I do not understand to this day why people who have lived in the city take their wedding ceremonies back to the village. And in fact, their home was one of the people who will identify with the Mwenda. Na nimeshope ati ni wa kutoka Makueni Shope. Kama umetoka Makueni Shope, utajua Mwenda ni nani, that locality. It is like a village. Lakini they were the first people to have wao ndio watu wa kwanza kupata nyumba ya mawe, nyumba iko na chimney. Hizo nyumba sijui zilienda wapi. Hizo nyumba zilikuanga na chimney. Kitambo hiyo ndio ilikuwa swag, ushago. Wao ndio walikuwa watu wa kwanza kununua kuni. Watu wengine wakienda kufetch kuni, yeye kwao walikuwa wananunua kuni, kuna chimney, walikuwa hadi na gas. They were first in many things. They were first people to put a perimeter wall. So ni watu wanatajika. Sasa siku ya harusi kulikuwa na watu, unajua when you come from the village like myself, you are able to witness so much, especially the kind of love that people have for one another. Ukiwa ushago, watu wanakuleteanga gifts sana. Tuseme mtu amepita mtihani, anataka kwenda chuo kikuu. Amepita, alikuwa anasomea secondary school ya hapo karibu jirani, amepita mtihani na sasa watu wanataka kumpea at least mazawadi, aweze kwenda chuo kikuu, awakilishe jamii. Watu watakuletea kila kitu. Unatafuta pesa, lakini hiyo siku hata watu watakuletea viazi. Wengine wamama wenye hawatapata pesa watakuchotea maji. Wengine kama hawatapata kitu ya kukupea watajitoa kufanya kazi huko, wataosha. There are so many activities and it gives one a sense of belonging, and those are the people who matter. They give you a lot of love. Unfortunately, most of the time we fail to understand that these people need to be appreciated. These people need to be, to be thanked, or maybe, lakini si kila mtu anakuanga na positive or the good intentions, and that is what Mr. Mwenda was telling me. Si kila mtu anakuanga na the positive intentions. Kuna watu wengine intentions zao ni mbovu, ni mbaya, kwa sababu unakuta mtu anakuja anakuletea kitu ingine. Kuna watu wanaamini kwa mazingaombwe. Kwa mfano, wakati walipeleka wedding huko ushago Makueni, Mwenda anasema in the process of receiving gifts, they have a very big compound. In the process ya kureceive hizo gifts, somebody touched him hapo kwa loin. Loin is hapa kwa mguu hapa hivi, groin hapa karibu na mapaja, karibu na nyeti, karibu na sehemu nyeti. Alafu kuna mtu alimguza, mama mmoja ajuza ni mama mzee. Kuna mama alimguza, lakini alifeel kitu. That is what he was saying. Na since that day, a man who was functional, a man who was good, a man, all of a sudden the man is not able to perform, the man is not able to sire children, and the wife is left wondering, what kind of a man is this? Kwani ulikuwa umejificha kanisa? Kwani ulikuwa unasema unatafuta mtu lakini hauko tayari? Kwani wewe ni mtu ambaye si kamili? Kwani wewe ni mtu ambaye uko na kasoro? Mambo kama hayo. So the marriage lasted for 6 years, na si 6 years ile ya wife yake kujitakia, ni ile inashikiliwa na jamii, inashikiliwa na familia, inashikiliwa na marafiki. Unaona ile marriage iko ICU, alafu ikaisha. And this is his 20th year. I told you he's 56 years, and this is the 20th year since that marriage ended. He remembers that it was on August of the year 2003. They was just celebrating President Kibaki with the Rainbow Coalition. Ameingia sasa, atakuwa rais na masomo imekuwa ya bure. Hiyo August ndio ndoa yake iliisha, na alikuwa amekaa kwa miaka 6 ambayo haina furaha. So he gave up on marriage, thanks to the show, because somebody introduced him to the show, and he realized that even men who are impotent, men who are not active, men who are, even women who are barren, women who don't have, there are even women who they were not even barren from the word go. Maybe one thing led to another. Kuna mwingine alitolewa hadi uterus nini. People have complications, people have challenges. Then he realized that on this show people are not being discriminated. People are not being discriminated on the basis of gender, on the basis of race, on the basis of the color of their skin, or whether they are healthy or not, because maybe you are not having this disease, but you could be having another one. And not every disease is a killer disease. In the same way, there are so many healthy people who die every day. Are they dead because of that disease? Of course not. Okay, you can never tell. So the most important thing is to love people, to appreciate them, not to judge them, and to give them equal opportunity, because you never know. Whether they will even be longer than you, they will be living longer than you. Okay, hii masaa tunasemanga ni ya Mungu. Mambo ni ya Mungu, mambo yote ni ya Mungu. Yeye ndiye anapanga nani ataishi, nani hataishi. Everything is in his divine plan. Now, on today's show, Mr. Mwenda is pleading to have a woman who is going to be a ceremonial wife. A ceremonial wife means there will be no intimacy between the two of them, but if there is a way they can be able to improvise, he doesn't have a problem. And on yesterday's show, I told you that one of our guests was seriously embarrassed by a woman who couldn't keep her end of the demand. She was able to hoodwink him. Oh, I've been single for the longest time, nini, I will be together with you, nitakaa na wewe through thick and thin, I will be with you. But now see what happened. After all that, anaenda akiambianga mtu. Unajua shida zingine uendi ukitangaza. So Mr. Mwenda is pleading that only serious women, and that is why only serious women will be able to reach out to him. I will post his email so that if you are interested, na tulisema hii mambo ya simu na email, kama mtu anataka kupeana email, especially people who are very successful, I don't know why they get a lot of calls, and at the same time, unajua mtu ambaye ako na condition kama hiyo inakuanga na aibu sometimes. So na ako na clients, ako na customers, hataki wajue yeye ndiye yeye. So what happens is that yeye ananyamaza, anapeana email, akipendezwa na mtu, akiona wanasikizana, wanabadilishana namba, alafu wanaendelea kuzungumza, kisha atachagua. They are only looking for one person, and maybe that person is watching the show. I am hoping that Mr. Mwenda will get a good match. He says that kama kuna kitu waliogopa ni harusi, kama kuna kitu waliogopa ni mazingaombo ya kijiji, hata haendangi kutembea kwa kijiji. He just lives in the city, he's just in business. Na yeye anasema he is in the shoe business. He is in the shoe business, and it's not a bad business for him, and the wife should not have a problem. Anasema hata kama huyo wife atavumilia kutokuwa na intimacy, na yeye kutokuwa na pesa hatavumilia, because he is equally wealthy. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. He's a serious vendor, na yeye ni pedi wa viatu. So mimi namtakia kila laheri na ninamuombea apate mtu mzuri. Kila laheri kwake akipata mtu mzuri. That is our joy. Until next time, this is Jenga Njeru. God bless you. Bye bye.